You can begin, so then we add some things.
Yes, okay, very good. I think it's good that we talk first, that we explain that we met each other. The idea for the new project we want to make, the energy explosion, also really started in the show We'll Do It Ourselves, called in Portuguese.
Vamos fazer nós mesmos.
Fazer nós mesmos.
Yes, exactly.
This project is that we want to work with local people, and then later on we're going to make the Dutch version in Rotterdam.
Fazer o processo de criação aqui, pro ano que vem a gente ir para Roterdã, ensaiar lá, trazer esse espetáculo para o Brasil, depois levar esse espetáculo de novo para a Europa.
I think first of all, I think that's is very interesting performance to do in Brazil. I think is a good thing to happen. I think Brazilian people like to participate, even they are watching or they like to be part of.
We are very happy. We have to repeat it again. To work with you together.
We too.
We too.
Me too. We too.
What is the concept or the ideas or the?
Now, what we started we started that we wanted to make something on the streets. That was actually how it all started, and then we came with this idea of a square, so that it's also actually about the people who really live there, maybe on the square, that we can involve them in a way.
And we were thinking of doing it on headphones.
Is that at the beginning, the people who are there for watch the play does not know who are the actors at the beginning, because maybe we are in the middle of them.
Yes, I think we need a group. We need a guide dude also with a
with the umbrella.
That's a good idea.
Nice.
Explaining about the history of this square.
Sure.
With a group of old people
and a group of tourists.
It can also be in English. Okay.
That's a really good idea.
Vamos continuar conhecendo a praça. Largo Lobo de Moura, Largo Duque de Caxias, aí voltou novamente a ser Largo Lobo de Moura, aí depois foi Largo Teresa Cristina Dourado.
So we finally get our yes from Curitiba. We are very happy.
Yes, so good. Really nice
Yeah,
work.
and we are thinking to do our show in this square because it's a big square.
And it's also good if we get dirty, we can shower in the hotel.
Yes.
You don't have to go. We can make a lot of stuff with, I don't know, lime and vla.
Lime.
This is our hotel.
Oh, I remember that building.
Yeah. And here is a university, I think, isn't it, Pedro?
Yes, the UFPR.
This is the square.
It's a very nice square. It's almost a park.
Here,
Nice.
Theater Rotterdam.
Yeah, you see what they built in the middle? They always built stuff there to make it
A bit more.
so the yellow thing and the green benches.
That's
They
not
are
part of the square. They just built for a
The benches are there, but they are always there in different
places. The way we act is as if there is no audience, because we speak naturally, that people only can hear us with the headphones.
Yes,
That's the image.
that's the idea. Yes.
like fourth wall.
Okay.
Film. So we don't play for an audience.
Yeah.
Cláudia, muito obrigado. Muito obrigado. Essas palmas são para você.
Que coisa linda, não sabia. Passei por aqui.
Perspectives on the square, on living in a city, we already have them in the performance. That's why it's so important to interview all these people. And then we still think on a big final, big ending, in which now Jens was thinking about these two bands, and he thought it's nice that they come out of the different streets and that they have this kind of battle music, that it becomes a cacophony.
Nice.
And then in the end that it becomes one sort of
song.
Nice. We think now also about an opera singer who goes with a melody through, and then we thought we all do a dance, or that we really tried to, but what you also wanted, say we're all
let's do it.
So the next time we see is gonna be to see in person. Really?
Yeah.
There's text, but there's also somewhere a saxophone player is.
I hear him.
Is a street. He's just doing his thing, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
To tell the history of Rotterdam is to tell the history of the world.
She's very much occupied with her own kind of people.
Yes.
We got some pretty good.
13 de janeiro de 2023, 10 horas da manhã em Roterdã, 6 horas da manhã no Brasil. Hoje parece que não teremos chuva.
Teste figuriano.
It's kind of a place that people meet to go to somewhere else. So let's gonna meet at the Santos Andrade Square, then you go to another place.
And the other thing that we ask for everybody, how many statues? Do you know how many statues is there in the square?
Não sei.
Olha, não decorei. Eu acredito que deve ter umas 4, 5 estátuas.
Não sei, mas 7. Primeira, Dr. João Ribeiro de Macedo. 2. Terceira estátua. Temos o tal do Plínio 4, só homens. 5.
Nossa.
Estátua número 6. 8. 9. 10. Ah, o cara que não me apressa. 11 estátuas. E ali tem uma estátua viva, vinda da Romênia, então são 12. Se colocarem uma moedinha, parece que rola uma música, hein? Quem tem uma moedinha aí? Moedinha pra ele.
Yesterday we found the music called Plá.
E como eu tenho 3 CDs que eu falo só sobre a bicicleta, né? Para incentivar a galera a pedalar, usar menos o carro, né? Pra andar de bicicleta, tem moral, tem moral.
It's a really cool group of people, I see it, Jess.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I just read your text, Pedro. It's a nice content. Would be able to transmit Wi-Fi.
As árvores descem Wi-Fi. O que todo mundo ia fazer? Todo mundo ia plantar uma árvore.
He shouts, Curitiba!
Curitiba!
A kid with a ball crosses dribbling on beat. A group of business people, not real business people,
is crossing the square from right to left. An opera singer in a bathrobe stops somewhere on the square and starts looking at something on top of a building. A protester comes up with a lot of signs and looks for a good place to stand. Jens follows real people with rhythm. A tour guide is coming up with a group of tourists with a fast pace.
Os trabalhadores que trabalham aqui costumam vir para a praça para
A group
respirar.
of sporting people is joining Jens and following his sport moves. Man on bike crosses. Klaar. Street artist installs himself. Player 4 in red with a big bunch of balloons runs across the square. 20 people with shopping bags pass by on sad strings. One person is passing by very close to the audience, voice-over interview.
Meu nome é Selene e o que eu mais gosto na praça é poder sentar nela entre uma aula ou outra.
The opera singer is singing an aria. The bands cross each other battling with their music and move to the opposite sides of the square. They suddenly stop at the same time, including the headphone sounds.
It was very good for us to. Now we can see a very good structure of the play.
É um sonho realizado. Lá, mais de um ano e meio atrás, quando a gente ainda estava numa situação ainda de finalização de pandemia, a gente ainda estava muito dentro de casa, cada um dentro das suas casas. Incrível ver que um desejo que estava dentro de um quartinho, dentro de uma casa, se tornou essa explosão com tanta gente, com tantas pessoas envolvidas. Eu estou muito feliz da gente concretizar essa primeira parte do trabalho.
Eu sou sua praça. 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 Also, very important, not as a group. You have time. You have some time. Just go individually to your next place.
So Bruno and Salomon are bench carriers, then shopping people, and then the fitness.
Acho que foi muito rico, uma experiência muito rica, assim, de ficar 10 dias numa praça com as pessoas da cidade, né? Contando um pouco essas histórias, essas vivências. A maioria não são artistas, então isso também para eles era uma oportunidade, um aprendizado muito grande, que foi muito enriquecedor para a gente, porque foi uma troca muito intensa, muito emotiva, muito carinhosa, que é um pouco o que a gente espera da rua, né? Que tenha todos, todes e todas, sempre com muito respeito, carinho, amor.
Quem não está ouvindo a voz da Linda, vem por favor aqui.
Se vocês não estiverem ouvindo a Linda durante o espetáculo, vocês apertam uma vez o botão, esse aqui, olha, turn off, on off.
And my role was a little bit to think along, also to think about it more logistically. So I cue the people so they know what to do when. And I tell them to go walk from left to right now.
Pla alimenta os pombos. Todas as outras pessoas do Slow Mo Go Slow Mo.
here in Curitiba, it was really fantastic, I think. I think it was the first time, we are now doing this for like 22 years, that we had our first run through. So the first time that we did it behind each other at the same day of the premiere. That never happened before. And then all these people came and everyone was so enthusiastic and so willing to do this together with us. That was really special.
It's been a big adventure because the system I created for the show, the square, Praça, it doesn't really exist. So I came up with a system of kind of microphones which are in my shoes. They're going through a wireless system, going through a laptop that is somewhere, and then it's programmed to create music on the steps that I'm making. It's quite experimental because I had to, I think even until today, every day I'm discovering something new that makes it a little bit better.
Aqui no Square eu tô fazendo essa ponte técnica Holanda-Brasil, coordenando um pouco as coisas aqui. E para mim tá sendo um espetáculo especial porque na verdade eu moro aqui na Praça Santos Andrade, então estou enxergando a praça de uma outra forma.
It was really nice working in the Square. It was my first time in South Brazil, of South America, and the 2 weeks were really hard work because we had a lot of problems in the beginning to start up. But at the end, it all came together and it was really nice.
O Square é um trabalho que começou há mais de um ano e pelo desejo da gente trabalhar junto, pelo desejo de voltar a ocupar os espaços públicos pós uma pandemia, particularmente no Brasil, pós um governo genocida, onde a gente pudesse achar um espaço de convivência com pessoas que pensam diferente da gente, construção de um trabalho com mais de 60 pessoas, sendo 50 desse chão, de realmente conseguiu extrair, né, os sons da praça e a gente espera poder ocupar várias praças do mundo inteiro.
The biggest, weirdest thing about this production was rehearsing in Rotterdam and then doing it in Curitiba. But that was also the best part because you see the difference of these squares very good. The good thing about this project that you think what's the difference between all these squares, where we are and how we use them. And it was a big discovery how to work with all these new people, this big group of local people we worked with. I think that was really great.
It's really a collective idea. It really starts from what do we want to build with this community, with the local people. What do we want to tell? So I think, and that's why I'm very happy if I think now about when we started the project so long ago, that I still believe, if we have this ending song with all these people, I think, that's maybe also what I hoped that it would be for a city and for a community, for an audience and for the people that are involved, that they really have the feeling, maybe there is a way to try to be together. At least that's what we have to do. And I'm happy that we do that.
Eu junto meu coração ao seu.
Eu junto meu coração ao seu.
Para que juntos possamos fazer.
Para que juntos possamos fazer.
Aquilo que eu não quero.
Aquilo que eu não quero.
Aquilo que eu não posso.
Aquilo que eu não posso.
E aquilo que eu não consigo fazer sozinho.
Aquilo que eu não consigo fazer sozinho.